Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the third episode of the podcast Journeys from the Quran to Conversion. My name is Gabriela Mondragon. I am a Mexican. I embrace Islam and it is a honor to share this space to reflect with you on the learning of the Quran and the Arabic language. In this episode, I want to speak about the meaning of one word that is very important for us, which is IQRA. Now, I am going to speak how the converts become a community who is constantly reading and constantly learning something new. Okay, first of all, I want to say that IQRA is a word, an Arabic word, which is making like a command, and the meaning of this is read, like A2, read. So the root of this word is the words qaf, ra, and hamza. And this is the first word that it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the angel Jibril or Gabriel in the cave of Hira. So according to many commentaries and scholars and the people who is translating the Quran, this word, it can has meanings like to read, to recite, to proclaim, to repeat. This is the translations. This is the translations that I find in some Spanish sources, such as Isa Garcia, Melara Navillo, and also another translators such as Yusuf Ali and Muhammad Asad, and some others that I found in the website islamicity.org. To understand better what is all of these meanings of the word Iqra, it's important to understand or to know the context of this revelation. We need to imagine that the Prophet ﷺ already he was has some preparations before this first revelation, such as some dreams that become true at the next time. He used to go to this cave, that it's a very small cave up on the mountains in Mecca. And he used to spend a long time over there for reflection, to do meditation, to be connected with the divine, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And after he has some of these preparations for a few days, weeks, I don't know if months, then the time of revelation came. So Angel Jibril had the command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to come down to the earth with the Prophet Muhammad in the form of a man. And he was with him in the cave. And then he appears to him, and then the angel Jibril said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu Iqra. So it was shocking for the Prophet sallallahu, and he answered, I don't know how to read. So the angel say again, Iqra, making the command a second time, and he did the third time, and the prophet said, well, I don't know how to read, but so tell me, but that moment the angel Jibril in the form of a man, he was embracing, making a hug to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, taking his breath from his lungs, and not allowing him to breathe. So he was saying, okay, I don't know how to read, but okay, if you want me to read, I will read. Tell me please what you want me to read. So after that, he started, the angel Jibril, he started, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. For this time now I have to say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, because it is part of the Quran. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. This is a very interesting part of the Quran. Is the name of this surah is Surah Al-Alaq, and it is the surah number 96. What we are looking here in this context, in this revelation, is the Prophet ﷺ is not reading itself from a paper or from a source or from a leaf, writing things, writing letters. He is not reading itself, but he is repeating. He is repeating what he is listening from the angel Jibril, that has the command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is why nowadays we can see that the word iqra means to read and to repeat, but also its meaning is to recite, because we need to make it, the Quran, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is a poetry, so we need to make it in a beautiful recitation. So the sound, how the rhythm it has, we need to make it like a recitation, like a poetry, because also it has a profound meaning. The meanings of the Quran are very, mashallah, very profound, and we can learn a lot from this holy book. And also the meaning is to proclaim, because we need to remember also when this first revelation happened, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came back to his home, and he was like very scared. He came with Khadija radiallahu anha, and he asked Zambiluni, yani, cover me with something. I feel cold, I feel scared, I need something to feel protected. So Khadija radiallahu anha, she covered him, and well, in some moment in this period when he was scared, he has the second command that, hey, you have to proclaim. It's like you need to purify yourself, and then you need to proclaim what I am telling you to through the angel Jibril alayhi salam. So this is a beautiful words that we have nowadays in the Holy Quran. As I told you already, is the surah number 96. So what is the meaning of this for all of us? Okay, this is a command, a proper command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what happened with all of us? This same command, this very same command about iqra, it is touching and it is expanding to all of the Muslims in all over the world, in all of the times. After this revelation, every person who becomes a Muslim and who becomes who announces the Shahada, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, this person becomes in the community of Iqra. We become part of that community. The meaning of that is that we have to read, in the first place, the Quran. Of course, this is our first very book of learning as Muslims. I mean, obviously, if another people, non-Muslim, wants to read the Quran, they are most welcome. As I told you, the only thing that you need is to be clean yourself, to be clean, and have your clean space. I mean, something, a table, a clean space where to read the Quran. And this is a command for all of us, and the first thing we have to read is the Quran, the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only recitation, not only the tajweed, but also the meanings, and this is why we are learning Arabic as well, Arabic language. The second is to read books of science, books of literature as well, books of learning how are the perspectives of other people, other views, and we read our environment, the nature, the universe. We need also to read the people. This is something very important. We need to learn how to read our relatives, our husband, our kids, our mom, our dad. We need to learn about them, to read them, how they feel. So reading and learning is something that we are constantly doing as a Muslim. So as you can see, IQRA is a command that it's a very important command for all the Muslims of the world. IQRA, the book, yani the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and IQRA, read, learn all the things that you can, as much as you can. Science, literature, philosophy, everything that you can learn, inshallah, and to make yourself better, to develop yourself, your inner self, your intelligence, your knowledge, and whatever you are learning yourself, you are usually sharing your knowledge with somebody else and helping others to develop their thinking. That we have to read. And when we become Muslims, when we are announcing our Shahada, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, we become in the community of IQRA, of read, of learning. And actually this podcast, this is about reading, this is about learning, and I hope, inshallah, all of this information can motivate you to read in general, to read, of course, the Quran. This is the main intention. Either way, a translation of the Quran in the language that you can deeply understand it. And obviously, if you can start learning Arabic and to try to go and dive into the meanings of the Quran through the Arabic language, you will feel that you are growing up inside your inner self, your spirit and your intelligence, your cognitive dimension. You will feel it like it is developing, inshallah. So this is all for today, and I wish you a very blessed day and week, inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Explore the fascinating learning journey of Arabic and recitation of the Quran as adults embracing Islam in Latin America, uncovering stories of faith, perseverance, and transformation. Journeys from the Quran to Conversion, a podcast in English and Spanish. Encuentra la versión en español en el canal de YouTube y página de Facebook.